Good morning, Colorado, and welcome to today's issue of Colorado Mortgage and Home Loan Rate Update. Today is Thursday, the 6th of October, and I'm Randy Flood, the only certified mortgage coach in the state of Colorado. Not a whole lot of news today. In the rates go down category, jobless claims were up 6,000, so we're headed still in the wrong direction. Additionally, the continuing claims declined from 3.7 million to 3.75 million to 3.7 million. And I suspect that's because people just quit looking for work or their benefits have expired. And I have unemployment highlighted because tomorrow's going to be the big day. And any type of positive unemployment numbers where the employment rate is much lower, the bond market will will go down and the stocks will increase. So if that happens, Colorado mortgage rates will actually increase too. Here's what's happening in the mortgage-backed securities. As I've been stating all this week, we're in a downward trend. And you'll notice too that we've been having lower lows, and lower highs. So what happens is we have this downward trend. And I suspect that we'll continue to come down and maybe even touch the 30-day average here. But I want to show you what it looks on the long term. When you go back 3 months, you're able to see that starting back in September, we've had this nice rally and it was going up. But the last 2 days, we've actually broken the trend of where we were headed. And you can also see where my cursor is that the 10-day moving average has dropped sharply. So once again, I expect that we're going to come down here and test the 30-day moving average, possibly even down here a little bit lower. And as I said, if that happens, mortgage rates will actually increase. Here's what the other mortgage market timing services are recommending. Rate Alert, which I highly respect. Their position is, hey, if you're closing within 15 days, lock, because things have been so volatile. Now the daily rate lock advisory, their position is unchanged. If you're closing within 30 or 20 days, go on and lock, otherwise float. In summary, it's still all about Europe. The Dow is down due to the concerns over U.S. banks' exposure in Europe, and especially for example, Bank of America. They have a high, they're very big in Europe, and they're having their own problems, here locally. The euro yields are lower, and that was based on a solid Spanish auction yesterday. And the European Central Bank decides to hold their rates constant, which is good because they still have more of a concern about inflation than that we do. As I mentioned, jobless claims came in expected, not a big market mover. Tomorrow, unemployment is going to be the big factor. If the employment numbers are favorable, the bond market is going to go down, which means mortgage rates will increase. And if unemployment figures are terrible, unemployment has gone up, rates will improve. So that's how that works. As I mentioned, the downward trend continues. And if the Dow sells off a little bit more, that could cause the bonds to stable and keep mortgage rates where they're at. Sorry about the phone there. I kind of lost my chain of thought. I just want to end on Steve Jobs. A really amazing individual. He's changed totally the way we do business and how we communicate. And I just want to say thanks for everything and that he has done. And I pray that he will rest in peace, and I'm sure he will. And in closing thoughts is death is a destination we all share. And it doesn't really matter if you're rich, poor, black, white, yellow, red. It doesn't matter. Death is, death doesn't really matter because we're all eventually going to die. And I'll just share this a little bit with you. I almost lost my wife 2 weeks ago unexpectedly. And I know that her life has really changed in the way she looks and lives her life on a daily basis. And I just want to share that with you. And once again, I hope you make the most out of the days that you have. And let's make a difference. And as always, only wanting the best for you. Take care.